This is great news. Artur Beterbiev has announced that he has signed a contract for a unification with Oleksandr Gvozdyk. Great news. It is tentatively set for October 18th on ESPN, because both guys are ESPN fighters. Most of the top light heavyweights at this point are on ESPN. So, yeah, Artur Beterbiev versus Oleksandr Gvozdyk. What do you guys think of this? Beterbiev, I think, is perceived as the bigger puncher of the two. And Gvozdyk is probably perceived as the better boxer of the two. Gvozdyk obviously stopped Adonis Stevenson, and people outside the heavyweight division don't really make, a real big deal about this. But for whatever it's worth, Oleksandr Gvozdyk is actually the lineal light heavyweight champion. Okay, he beat Adonis Stevenson. Adonis Stevenson was the lineal because he beat Chad Dawson and so on and so forth. Anyway, I think this is a fantastic matchup. The IBF and WBC belts will be at stake. It's the first big unification we've had in the light heavyweight division for a long time. I certainly hope it goes ahead and there's no mishaps or nobody pulls out or anything like that. So we'll see. Artur Beterbiev is a top-ranked fighter, and so is Oleksandr Gvozdyk, because last I checked anyway, I'm sure he's a top-ranked fighter. I'm sure he's not under Kafi Duva, is he? I know, obviously, Kovalev is still on ESPN, and he's with Kafi Duva. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Who do you see winning? Do you think Gvozdyk's going to take it? Do you think Beterbiev's going to take it? In terms of their age, I think Gvozdyk is slightly younger. Correct me if I'm wrong here, people. But I don't think the age will make so much of a difference. The difference could be in the activity, because Beterbiev's had a few fights recently, but how far did his last fight go? Was his last fight the one against Callum Johnson? I'm sure I'm at ignorance now in terms of what Beterbiev's been up to, but the Callum Johnson fight was only, a 4-round fight, 5-round fight or something? Gvozdyk has been going long in fights. I mean, he stopped Stevenson in, the 11th round? So Gvozdyk, he's been doing his thing, and he's been fighting really higher quality opposition than Beterbiev's been fighting lately, right? No disrespect to Callum Johnson, but, Adonis Stevenson had trained hard for that fight. And by the way, Stevenson has made a miraculous recovery from his brain injuries, which is great to see. One of the few fighters to have suffered a bleed on the brain and have made pretty much a full recovery, because Stevenson is up, walking and talking, going about his business, and he's apparently interested now in becoming a trainer, Adonis Stevenson. So he's made a miraculous recovery, kind of like, let me think now, what's the guy called? Spencer Oliver, excuse me. Kind of like Spencer Oliver, because he also made a full recovery when he was, in a coma and he got a brain injury. I think that was in the early 2000s or the 1990s when Spencer Oliver got injured like that. But anyway, let me know what you guys think of this fight. Are you picking Beterbiev or are you picking Gvozdyk? And for what reason are you picking either man? Some people keep pulling me up about the way I pronounce Gvozdyk. I believe it's Gvozdyk instead of Gvozdyk. I don't speak Ukrainian, people, so you'll have to forgive me. But let me know what you guys think about this fight in the comment section below. It's happening, I'm out.